A U.S. National Guard service member has died in Kuwait, marking the latest American fatality as the escalating conflict between Iran, Israel, and U.S. forces continues to intensify across the Middle East. The death comes amid rising military exchanges, missile strikes, and attacks on critical infrastructure, signaling a dangerous new phase in the regional confrontation. United States Central Command has confirmed that an American National Guard service member has died in Kuwait following what officials described as a sudden medical emergency. According to the command, the incident occurred on March 6th while the service member was deployed in the country. Authorities said the death followed what they called a health-related incident, though the exact cause has not yet been determined. In a brief statement posted on social media, officials said the circumstances surrounding the death remain under investigation, and additional details will be released once the review is complete. The military did not immediately disclose the identity of the service member, in accordance with standard protocol, while the next of kin are being notified. United States Central Command added that further questions have been directed to the National Guard Bureau, which is expected to provide more information about the soldier's identity, unit, and assignment in the coming days. For now, officials say the investigation is ongoing as they work to determine the exact cause of the fatal medical emergency. This latest death brings the total number of American military fatalities to 8 since the conflict linked to the U.S. and Israeli offensive against Iran began on February 28th. Several other U.S. personnel have also reportedly been injured during operations across the region as tensions continue to rise. Meanwhile, Iran announced early Sunday that it had launched the 30th wave of Operation True Promise 4. According to Iranian authorities, the barrage included Khorramshahr, Fattah and Khaibar ballistic missiles, along with strategic drones aimed at Israeli targets. Iranian Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps said the strikes targeted military and strategic sites linked to Israel and United States forces operating in the region. Iranian state media reported that the operation was carried out during the 19th night of Ramadan and under the leadership of the country's new supreme leader, Mojtaba Khamenei. At the same time, Israeli forces continued strikes inside Iranian territory as the confrontation entered another phase of escalation. International reports indicated that Israeli attacks targeted energy infrastructure near Tehran, including oil storage facilities and petroleum transfer installations. Several oil storage tanks reportedly caught fire following the strikes, sending thick plumes of smoke into the sky and disrupting fuel infrastructure in the area. Iranian authorities said emergency crews were deployed to control the fires and assess the scale of the damage. Analysts say attacks on energy infrastructure mark a significant escalation and could be aimed at disrupting Iran's logistics and fuel supplies during the ongoing war.
The United States military says another American service member has died from injuries sustained during Iranian attacks in the Middle East. According to the U.S. Army, the soldier had been critically wounded during an attack on American forces in Saudi Arabia on March 1. The latest death brings the total number of U.S. troops killed during the ongoing conflict with Iran to 7. The casualties are linked to what the U.S. military has called Operation Epic Fury, as major combat operations continue across the region. U.S. officials said the identity of the fallen service member will not be released until at least 24 hours after next of kin have been notified. The Pentagon says its forces remain on high alert as the confrontation with Iran continues to escalate. Meanwhile, Iran has launched what it says is the 29th wave of missile strikes against Israeli territory and American military targets. Iran's Tasnim news agency reported that the latest barrage forms part of Tehran's continuing retaliatory campaign. Iranian officials say the strikes are aimed at both Israeli positions and U.S. military installations in the region. The attacks come as Tehran continues to respond to the earlier U.S.-Israeli military campaign against Iranian targets. At the same time, Iran's foreign ministry has accused neighboring countries of allowing their territory to be used for attacks against Iran. Iranian officials claim they have evidence that missiles were launched toward Iranian territory from areas near residential neighborhoods.
The headquarters of the U.S. Navy's Fifth Fleet is facing the direct brunt of Iran's ferocious retaliation. From blowing up a multi-million-dollar radar system to strategic assets, Tehran now makes the biggest claim. According to the Tehran Times, 21 U.S. soldiers were killed in the Iranian attack on the U.S. base in the Jufair district in Manama. The Tehran Times also posted a video of the alleged attack to back the claim. The video showed massive fire at the U.S. Navy's Fifth Fleet headquarters, turning the night sky fiery red. The scale of fire suggests something definitely was hit. This is one of several attacks on the U.S. base in Bahrain that took place since the war began. However, the authenticity of the video can't be independently verified, nor can the claim of killing 21 American soldiers. Bahrain has been hit hard by Iran's strong retaliation after the U.S. and Israel began striking the Islamic Republic on February 28th. Iran framed these strikes as precise retaliation for a joint U.S.-Israeli operation dubbed Operation Epic Fury, which allegedly targeted high-ranking Iranian leadership, including Supreme Leader Khamenei. Why is Iran attacking the U.S. Navy's Fifth Fleet in Bahrain? Sitting just across the Persian Gulf, is it that easy to strike a U.S. base? The assault has also raised questions regarding the effectiveness of regional air defenses. Despite the presence of U.S.-made Patriot PAC-3 systems tasked with shielding the Bahrain base, Iranian drones managed to penetrate and hit the base hard. The Fifth Fleet oversees 2.5 million square miles of water, including the Persian Gulf, Red Sea, and Arabian Sea. It ensures the free flow of commerce through the Strait of Hormuz and manages the Combined Maritime Forces, a 47-nation coalition. It typically hosts about 8,300 sailors and is a rare accompanied posting in the region where family members also reside. On February 28th, Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps launched a coordinated assault using ballistic missiles and Shahed 136 attack drones targeting the Fifth Fleet headquarters. Satellite imagery and verified videos showed thick black smoke rising from the base. Reports indicate that several structures, including radar facilities, service buildings, and satellite communication terminals, were destroyed or heavily damaged. On March 8th, Bahrain's interior minister confirmed that an Iranian drone attack caused material damage to a water desalination plant in Bahrain. Remember, the majority of Gulf countries largely depend on desalinated water for their inhabitants' consumption due to lack of fresh water sources. In a separate incident, at least 3 people were injured and a university building in Bahrain's third most populous city of Munarak was damaged following an Iranian attack. Dramatic footage showed an Iranian Shahed 136 drone hitting a building or an apartment in Bahrain, likely targeting U.S. Army personnel. The non-stop attacks triggered air raid sirens in the country. Bahrain's Interior Ministry said citizens and residents are urged to remain calm and head to the nearest safe place.